What's up, Crazy Pop here? And if you happen to follow us on any of our social media pages, you know we got us a new toy, I guess you'd say, here at the Crazy Acres. Z Grills reached out to me and want to know if I would be interested in trying out one of their pellet grills. And I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't I? So anyhow, I have now before your very eyes, this is the flagship 700 4DE model. Now there's a lot of models. Be sure to go down below in the description after this video, of course, and check out that link and take you to the Z Grills. And man, there's all kind of models. There's 1000 series, there's 700 series, 600 series, and each one has different bells and whistles, I guess you'd say. They tell me this is one of the more popular ones right here, and I can see why. I have actually done the burn in. I just smoked a turkey on it, trying it out. Rather impressed, not gonna lie. So anyhow, I'm going to show you some of the specs, some of the modifications or whatever they've done to it, and the upgrades, if you will. There's actually an upgrade on this one that there are not on the other ones, and I'll show you what that is in a minute. I'll show you what I do like, what I don't like, what I noticed, just different. I'll show you everything I know about it. So with that being said, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you here at the Crazy Acres. You can't never tell what we're going to do. We might be on a Blackstone, we might be on a Z Grill, we might be on a char griller. We might be by a bonfire roasting a hot dog. Can't never tell. But we have a lot of fun. Whatever we're doing, we have fun. And would love to have you with us. So, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell notification, and you'll know every time we upload. Normally on weekends, on a Saturday, but every now and then, might throw one extra in there on you. Can't never tell. Also, leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know where you're from, everything. I read every comment and I try to answer every comment as quickly as possible. Life gets kind of hectic sometimes, so sometimes I don't answer right away, but I will answer you. If you've been here, hey, you're the reason we're doing what we're doing and we're continuing to grow. Thank you so much. It's Thanksgiving and I'm thankful for each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without your support, without your help, without your watching, without your hitting that subscribe button, none of this would ever be possible. And I really thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. So we got to show you about this grill here. Now, like I said, it is kind of dirty because I just smoked a turkey on it, so don't expect to see a clean, brand new grill. Had to try it out. So let me go over some specifications with you, and then we'll get looking at this thing. Okay, because I'm old and I can't remember everything, I printed some specifications out. Let's see here. The hopper capacity right here. It will hold a full 20-pound bag, which is great because you can dump that whole bag in there. And it does have a hopper clean out, and I'll show you that here in a minute. The temperature range goes from 180 to 450. So you got a pretty good temperature range there. Let's see here. The grates are porcelain coated steel. I'm going to show you all this. Total weight's 132 pounds, so it's pretty heavy. But guess what? It comes on 4 cast rollers. Y'all look at this. I can move it around. Look at here, just super simple, rolls around, not a problem. Has 4 casters, all 4 casters can turn, makes it simple to move. Total cooking space is gonna be 697 square inches. I'll get it out in just a minute. Now your upper rack, it does have 2 racks in here. I'll show you real quick. It has a bottom rack, of course, and an upper rack. This upper rack does come out. You can take it out if you have cooking bigger items like I did with that turkey, I took it out. The bottom rack is 504 square inches. The top rack is 193, equals 697. It's a good grill. I enjoyed it. It does have extra space down here at the bottom. I'm fixing to show you all this up close. I just want to go over some of these highlights here with you. Honestly, I'm impressed with it. I'm not going to lie. I've burned it in, used it one time, and I have used pellet grills in the past. And I'm impressed with this one. So let's show you some of the things up close on this thing. Now I am going to start off with the controller. I'll go ahead and turn it on real quick for you. As you can see, well, it even says kind of like see, anyhow. It's on shutdown mode right here. As you can see, I guess you see the shutdown, the smoke, whatever. Say we'll turn it up to smoke. All right, you see our internal temp of the chamber, 65. Now this thing does have 2 temperature probes here. You put in your meat, one here, and you can see what they read on the screen. This setting is telling me what I have this dial set at. Right now it's at 180, so if I turn up 225, as you see, it changes to 225. So everything is right there on the one screen. There's no changing screens, there's no guessing what you're doing or anything. Go back to shutdown, and it goes to off. Now this will run for 10 minutes, and then it will cut itself off automatically. The pellet hopper. This will hold 20 pounds of pellets, which is equal to one bag. Most companies pack them in 20-pound bags. So that'll hold the entire bag. And if you have any questions about what to do with this thing or whatever, you have instructions right here, how to get started, safety precautions, even specifications over here. So you have all that right at your fingertips as soon as you open the door. On the back of the pellet hopper, you see this trap door right here? That is how you dump your pellets out when you want to change to a different flavor. So it even tells you how to use the door right here. So hey, if you want to change your flavor, you can do it. Let's pop the hood. Now, I told you it's a little dirty in there where I cooked. So you do see I have one probe sticking through. Speaking of that, let me show you this real quick. There is a grommet right here that your temperature probe can go through instead of sticking it through the lid or whatever. So there is a space to run your temperature probe and your wires through. Now there is your internal temperature probe, lets you know what the temperature of the chamber is here. And of course there's your rack, there's your bottom rack. I do have my pan lined in aluminum foil, which is highly, highly recommended. And of course it all drains down to a grease cup right here, see. There's a grease cup on the outside, easy to change out, no problem. The smokestack, which goes right here, right here. There's no damper on this smokestack, on this model. Can't speak for other models, but this model does not have a damper. So that is one thing I kind of wish it did have, was a damper, but it don't have one. Let's see, that's the inside. Down below, you have two doors here that open up and a good bit of storage down here, see? So you can have a place to store your pellets, your grates, whatever you want to store down here, you have room to do it. Now this thing did an amazing job smoking that turkey. I smoked it at 225 and it took about 8 hours to get the internal temp up to temp. And also, speaking of temp, let me tell you, the temperature gauge goes in increments of 5 degrees. It doesn't go like, we'll say from 220, 221, 222, so on. It goes from 220 straight to 225. So that's something I had to get used to. But I'll tell you what I did do. I put another temperature gauge in there to kind of on a grate level just to see how accurate this one is. And you want to know something? They're within 2 or 3 degrees the whole time of each other. So your temperature gauge on here is really, really accurate. Can't complain about that. I was impressed with that. It held, and also one of the upgrades on this model is this model has a PID controller. What that means is it has an upgraded computer system, I guess you'd say, and it automatically adjusts quicker, automatically, to temperature fluctuations. And I will say, smoking this turkey, it never fluctuated more than 5 degrees. Of course, now if you open your lid, it's going to do that. But if you keep that lid closed and you let it cook, it never fluctuated more than 5 degrees. Very impressed with that, because my other model of pellet grill I have will fluctuate more than that. And it's end of November here, mid-November to end November, kind of cool out here. Held good temperature without a blanket. So I'm impressed with that. If you want to see how that turkey turned out, check out this clip right here. Tender and juicy. Juice is just running. Look at there, y'all. Look at that juice running out of this turkey. Now that is a juicy turkey. The flavor was amazing. The kids loved it. And believe it or not, I did not inject that turkey with anything. All I did was I rubbed some olive oil on the outside, put some seasoning on here, threw it on here and let it cook. I did not inject that turkey whatsoever, and all that juice was in that turkey. So if you want a juicy turkey, throw it on one of these. I promise you, you will not regret it. So overall, do I like the Z-Grill, pellet grill? Yes, I'm very pleased. And there'll be a lot more cooks coming. As a matter of fact, let me know down below what you'd like to see me try to cook on this. I'm open to suggestions. I'm not new to the pellet grill game. I just don't do it a whole lot. So I'd love to know what you'd like to see. Thank you, Z Grills, for sending this out. I'm very happy with it, and I will tell all my friends about it, and I'll tell them to go down below and look and get them a grill. Remember, that Black Friday sale is going on. So if you want a great deal on a pellet grill, Christmas is coming around the corner, now's the time to buy. Click that link, go get you a grill. And while you're doing that, I got to figure out what else to cook on this thing. So we'll see you next time.